Two former number ones meet on center stage in Cincinnati as the Olympus US Open Series rolls on. The marquee final matchup was a fitting end to the Western and Southern Open. In its first year as a combined women's and men's event, record crowds have filled the grounds of the Linder Family Tennis Center. Let's join them for highlights. First up on semifinal Saturday is an all-Russian affair with world number 5 and 2006 US Open champion Maria Sharapova meeting number 2 Vera Zvonareva, who won here that same year. Zvonareva appears on her way back to the final after taking the first set 6-2. But Sharapova gets a pep talk from coach Thomas Hogstead and turns the match around. She breaks to open the second set and wins the last 3 games to even the match. Zvonareva repeats the favor with a break to open the third, but Sharapova then settles down. She wins the next 4 games, and despite a mini burst from Zvonareva to close to 4-3, Maria marches on by winning the last 2 games. It takes 2 hours, 2 minutes for her 2-6, 6-3, 6-3 victory. Jelena Jankovic was atop the tennis world for 18 weeks back in 2008, but did not look like number 1 early in the other semifinal against Andrea Petkovic. Jankovic double faults 4 times and falls behind 4-2 in the first set. But then she finds her game and stages a big rally. She takes the first set in a tiebreak and continues to tear into the second, breaking to open the set. She rolls to a 7-6, 6-1 win and into her second final of 2011. The 2 finalists, both former number ones, have a long sense of history, dating back to their days practicing against each other as juniors. But the professional history has only been kind to one, Sharapova, who has won 5 of their 6 meetings. As the match gets underway, it looks as if history is repeating itself as the Russian darts to a 4-1 lead. But instead of panicking, Jankovic settles herself and fights back to win the next 5 games, taking the set 6-4. The second set sees the lead seesaw back and forth, each player broken twice. But neither can pull away, and it results in a tiebreak. The decisive game begins much the same as the set, even at 3-all. Then, Sharapova gets aggressive, unleashing her powerful ground strokes which find their mark, and she takes the last 5 points to force a third set. The final set becomes a server's worst nightmare. Jankovic breaks Sharapova to begin the set. Maria promptly returns the favor. In fact, the server is broken in the first 6 games. Willing herself to another hold, Sharapova prevails, coming back from a set down to win 4-6, 7-6, 6-3 in 2 hours 49 minutes, the longest WTA final this year. It's Sharapova's 24th career title and moves her up to number 4 in the world, her highest ranking since August of 2008, and it establishes her as one of the favorites heading in to the 2011 US Open. The current Olympus US Open Series bonus challenge standings has Serena Williams occupying the lead position. Agnieszka Radwanska and Maria Sharapova are tied for second place. Heading into the last event in New Haven, Radwanska controls her own destiny. With a pair of wins, she can clinch outright second place, and by reaching the final would capture the US Open Series title. The only other player who could potentially shake up the final standings is Jelena Jankovic, who by winning the title herself would secure a place amongst the top 3. Vanya King and Yaroslava Shvedova won their 3rd doubles title as a team, their first at a non-major. Taking the final 6-4, 3-6, 11-9 in the match tiebreak, the 2010 Wimbledon and US Open champions win their first WTA title, after having fallen short in the Rome final earlier this year. Now it's on to the final tune-up for the US Open, the New Haven Open at Yale, presented by First Niagara. You can watch all the action on ESPN2. Check the TV schedule page right here on OlympusUSOpenSeries.com for days and times. You can also watch online at TennisTV.com and ESPN3.com. Sign up for Follow Me to the US Open at www.followmetotheusopen.org. Like, tweet, share, and watch tennis all summer long for your chance to win a trip to the 2012 US Open and play in Arthur Ashe Stadium. I'm Kevin Skinner. Thank you for watching highlights of the 2011 Olympus US Open Series.